Mayor Rahm Emanuel on Friday called Democratic governor candidate Chris Kennedy's claim that the mayor is making Chicago whiter and wealthier a hallucinatory insult. Emanuel said he's looking forward to ideas, not insults, in his first public comments since Kennedy on Wednesday accused him of leading a strategic gentrification plan forcing African American residents out of the city. "It is easy to cast blame and point fingers," the mayor said. "Where are the ideas? Where are the solutions, real solutions to real challenges that make those challenges opportunities?" Emanuel also quoted a Chicago Tribune editorial that was critical of Kennedy's comments. As the Chicago Tribune referred to it today as imaginary, hallucinatory, he said, "I hope nobody ever describes any of my ideas that way." Kennedy was holding a news conference about gun violence in North Lawndale on Tuesday when he singled out the mayor. "I believe that black people are being pushed out of Chicago intentionally by a strategy that involves disinvestment in communities being implemented by the city administration, and I believe Rahm Emanuel is the head of the city administration and therefore needs to be held responsible for those outcomes," Kennedy said. Federal census figures show that in 2010, a year before Emanuel was first elected mayor, Chicago's African American population totaled 895,294, or 33.2%. Census data released last year showed the number of black residents declining to 793,852, about 29.3% of the city's population. That continued a long-term decline in African American population, as Chicago also lost 177,404 black residents between 2000 and 2010, census figures showed. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Illinois Democratic governor candidate Chris Kennedy. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Illinois Democratic governor candidate Chris Kennedy. Emanuel on Friday said he was troubled by the city's black population decline and said the factors behind the drop can't be explained in brief television news segments. "Of course it troubles me, which is why we're making an investment in the neighborhoods across the city of Chicago. That's a longer discussion, that's going to take longer than standing here and get snipped and cut up later when it gets produced," he said. Support among African American Chicagoans remains a potential political weakness for Emanuel as he gears up for a 2019 re-election run. Though he twice won the mayor's office with the strong support of black voters, much of that eroded in November 2015 after a judge ordered Emanuel to release dashcam video of the Laquan McDonald police shooting. White police officer Jason Van Dyke shot the black teenager 16 times in the middle of a Southwest Side street in October 2014. Since then, Emanuel has sought to rebuild support by making a series of changes to the police department, revising the city's policy on releasing police shooting videos, and pursuing a plan to hire nearly 1,000 new officers. On Friday, the mayor appeared before reporters at a factory in the heavily African American South Austin neighborhood to talk about the city's move to install new street lights, starting in black neighborhoods on the south and west sides. He was surrounded by several African American aldermen and employees at the Made for TV event and talked about offering job opportunities to ex-offenders and other Chicago residents as the kind of idea Kennedy should be pushing.